NASCAR year 2025. Look, the Goodyear blimp is here. We're on Monroe here. We're just Michigan Avenue's closed off here. There's the Crown Fountain here. We got about 12:37 in the PM here on July the 5th, 2025 here. So we'll head on past the entrance here. There you go. That's good. And there, the drummer boys there got a nice shady spot here. We'll head past the box office. Jose, how you doing there, Krista? Chris, looking good. Yeah, streaming through the rear there. Here we got the NASCAR experience. Look, we got horses and ostriches. There we go. See, we got some. Hey, how you doing there? Looking good. I like it. Yeah, that's very nice. Ostrich and the horse there. Yeah, how you doing there? It's Mr. Ed there at the box office. So yeah, probably for the next hour and a half here, we'll be on YouTube. We'll see if we get through the ticketing entrance here. Last year they had a free area here, but you might have to go with a ticket to get to Butler Field. Looks like right off the bat here they got some security screening, which is understandable here. If you just joined here, yes, we are in Chicago. Yes, there is a NASCAR street race today. It's the Loop 110. The main race is tomorrow, the 165. I heard some practicing going on there. We'll just get an overview of the course. I think there's more areas that I'm able to access with my standing room only. They'll be doing some motocross. Eventually, before the race, we will switch to TikTok. I'm getting some footage here, some content on YouTube for our YouTube audience, and it's a good way for us to understand how the whole course is laid out. You can watch one continuous hour-long stream here, leaving on the reruns, and then when we switch to TikTok, we'll have to cut out the reruns. But we got some bands here. Taco's tuning in there, Krista. ANKINO there. Yeah, thanks for tuning in there. Christopher. Hey, Christopher, I saw you were streaming yesterday at the Nathan's hot dog eating contest. Sorry I couldn't stay on for the stream there, but that was great. You got down to Coney Island there in Brooklyn and Nathan's hot dog eating contest. They always have that on 4th of July there. So hey, hope everybody had a good 4th. I didn't do the fireworks last night. Sorry about that. We got too lazy. Then I couldn't convince my cousins to go up to Evanston. We'll do that some other time there, the Baha'i Temple, and I hope they had to get some good fireworks there. But hey, yeah, let's go through the security here. We'll see if they let me through here, and we'll head on through here. Here, let's go through this one. This one's open. Is this house open? Okay, good.
This is ADA, right?
Oh, okay, good. So I should go through this one. Okay, good. Okay, good. Oh, it's for handicap. Okay, that's why no one was here. How you doing?
No selfie sticks.
Okay, good. Good. I'll put it off here. All right, good. There you go.
Take it.
Okay.
You can't take it inside at all.
It's not a selfie stick. It's a battery backup. It's a battery backup. I use it for my phone. I won't use it as a selfie stick. I can't use it with a battery backup.
That one might be.
It's a battery. It's a battery backup.
That one might be.
'Cause I got a cord. Can I check with somebody?
Yeah. Come here.
All right, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Let me check. See, because I'm going to be streaming. I want to stream through the race, and I need it as a battery backup because
Here you go, right here.
I use this as a battery backup to charge up. This is a battery. I'm not going to use it as a selfie stick.
There's no joysticks allowed. No selfie sticks.
Okay, I'm going to go out and store it, and then I'll come back. Okay, is that okay?
Yeah, you can come back and
Okay,
forth all day.
okay. Thank you. That's good. Okay, let me go back and store it here. So it looks like they're not going to. That's why I get here early. That we check out to see if they allow stuff. And so we'll try it again here. We'll go store it, and we'll try to go through it again here. Well, okay. So Christopher, last year I the first day I didn't bring it in, and then the second day I did, and it was so funny. The second day everything was fine, and the first day it wasn't. So we'll give it a try here again, and we can also try to enter a different gate. And they might be completely fine with it at a different gate here. So here, we'll head around here. And, well, it's because of the selfie sticks there. They have problems with it. But you know, I'll be able to handhold regardless here. And what I'm gonna do is we're gonna try to it was my own fault there. If I had it in my pocket, they might let me right through here. Watch this. Let's give this a try again here. This is funny here. I just put it in my back pocket here, so let's see if they let me through here. And we'll try it one more time here. But here, we'll film the NASCAR in Chicago here. And we'll see what they do here. So here, welcome to Chicago here. We're going to try to get to Butler Field here. We'll give it a try here. We'll check out the policy here. Can I go through? Okay. Thank you. That's good. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Very good. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. It's good. Okay, did you guys see what I just did there? So, hey, we made it through to Butler Field here, and we'll keep on going. And hey, so you don't need a ticket to access this part. They didn't check your pass, so it's just you go through a security checkpoint to get to this point here. And so we'll keep it on the down low here for a little bit until I get through the main security there. We'll use the shaky phone here. Hey, there's the Goodyear blimp. Look at that. There's the Goodyear blimp. And that's what we're talking about. Yeah, see, last year I remember going to this part of the field here, and they actually had this open yesterday. I think they had the will call. People were able to meet the drivers and things like that. And we'll just keep the backup battery on the down low there until we get through the main ticketed area here. So here we got 12:44 in the PM here. Welcome to Butler Field here in Chicago. We'll head around. Hey, they got the truck here. And there's the NASCAR logo here. You can take your picture with the NASCAR logo. We'll see all the merchandise and things like that. Here, the 25 Craftsman truck. Here it is. They do truck racing. Well, I've got plenty of experience of, you know, I should have known better. It was because it was so obvious that I had the phone in the cradle when I walk through there, and I always get too complacent with my peripherals here, but it's always the danger of these big events here. Hey, let's check out here. We got some Army stuff here. Here, let's go. While we got the course here, we'll head around and show all the sponsors here. We got Navy and the military's here, I'm sure. Look at the skyline. You can see the Sears Tower all the way around there. There's number 25 here. Anybody know these cars here? Hey, tuning in from France. That's great. We're gonna have a NASCAR race here in Chicago. So they've been having this. This is the third year they've been having this. And here you can practice your chin-up skills here.
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
Hey, here's the military, the U.S. Army here. Yeah, you can try to lift some weights here, test your strength. Yeah, they'll sign you up there. How you doing? That's great. Look at the blimp. See the Goodyear blimp? Yeah. Here. People waiting in line there. Toss the wind there. There's the Windy City car, the Toyota Gazoo Racing there, eventual pre-race car. I guess, yeah, Derek Rose is going to do the pace car. Derek Rose, Chicagoan from the Chicago Bulls there. Well, used to play for the Bulls there. Here's the Yeah, he's going to do the lap or the pace car there. Special warfare here, United States Air Force Reserve and Guard there, Air Guard. How you doing there? So hey, welcome to Chicago Street Race Weekend there. There we go. Yeah, Riot Fest. See, Riot Fest is coming up here September 19th, 20, and 21 here. You go to Riot Fest. I hear some of the cars here, so let's see if we can get inside the track here and experience some of this racing here. They're doing qualifying laps. How you doing? Hey, got some concessions here. Butler Field. Yeah, we'll head on around here. Hey, look at that skyline. Yeah, this Chicago cards competition. Yeah, I don't know what that is. Yeah, Derek Rose is going to be. Maybe that's tomorrow. Maybe that's tomorrow for the main race. I don't know if he's doing it for today. I saw that on the news here. But here's the official pace vehicle there that Derek Rose is going to be driving either today or tomorrow. Artists do Chicago. Here's the portalets. They got a state sanitation station here. Look at that beautiful skyline here. So let me get my ticket out. Let's see if we can get in here. There, I got my ground pass here. Let's see if it works. Welcome to the Chicago Street Race here. North entrance. Got some wind. I hear those cars going here. Code of conduct. How you doing? How you doing? Good, thank you, thank you. Hey, we're in. Hey, we're in. We made it. Yeah, welcome to the Chicago Street Race here. Look at that. Some of the cars here. There we go. Here we go. NASCAR Street Race. Let's see if we can get over here and see some qualifying here. There. Here's some cars going already here. Hey, welcome to the Chicago Street Race here. We're going to head over the course here. scope out the course here. We're going to check out, see what areas we have at. There's pit road. There's pit road. All the cars are lined up there. They're carrying stretchers out just in case.
Yeah, they won't.
So, hey, welcome to Chicago NASCAR Street Race here. Yeah, the track. Yes, this is the Xfinity race here in Chicago. Thanks for tuning in here. The race will start at 3:30. Welcome Chicago, welcome to the qualifying here for NASCAR Loop 110 street race here happening in Chicago later today here. So we're just scoping out what we have access to here. I just got a general admission here, I don't have a seat here. Number one there, 23. There's concessions here. They got there's the Goodyear blimp, look at that. Yeah, we got DJs here. Yeah, I got just a standing room only ticket there. Yeah, NASCAR here in Chicago. They're going to do the Loop 110 at 3:30 today. We're here early here. I'm streaming on YouTube. I'll eventually switch to TikTok, probably around 2:30. There's going to be motocross and things like that. I'm going to see if we can get over towards Michigan Avenue. Last year we weren't. For general admission, I wasn't able to get by Michigan Avenue. They've opened it up, so let's see how close we can get around to the street wall over here. Chicago, Illinois. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah. Thanks everybody here. Hey, Blues Brothers. Hey, look at this. Congress reserve seating here. I like that they opened it up more here. Hey, here we go, NASCAR Cup Series here, number 25. Yeah, we got a nice view there. Hey, welcome to Chicago here. Yeah, this is going to be the Loop 110. It's going to start at 3:30 later today. I'll be streaming it on TikTok and try to keep my other phone charged. I'm just getting away with it. Look at the cars coming through here. We should be able to get right up to the Michigan Avenue here. Let's give it a try. You from Chicago?
Yeah, I'm from Indianapolis.
Indianapolis.
I've been here for 2 years.
That's great.
I see you walking on Michigan all the time.
Yeah, isn't that great? Yeah, that's great. That's great. That's the thing. So, you know, this is the 110. This is like the amateur race, and then they got the real one tomorrow, right?
Right. These cars right now, these are the real NASCARs going around right now for practice.
I saw Bubba Wallace. Yeah, that's good.
He set the fastest lap.
That's good. There it is. Yeah, there it is. Good. Well, hey, I'll see you guys around. Thanks. That's good. That's awesome. Thank you, Fado. That's good. That's good. That's good. See, they're from Indianapolis. There. See friends and neighbors here watching the. Hey, there it is. Right here. Yeah, let's check these cars coming off here. They were in from Indianapolis here. They came in, and he said he's been living in Chicago for 2 years. So that's good. There's the Congress reserve seating there. Well, I'm going to see if I can get over to this area here. There's inside of the turn here. I'm just scoping out what I have access to for the race here. And they're doing qualifying for tomorrow, I think, right now. So, yeah, let's head right over here. Yeah, Lightning McQueen. There, you can hear the announcements here. Yeah, I like that they've expanded this access here. We weren't able to get over this area last year. Let's see if we can get over to the fence over here. Hey, they got some sessions here. NASCAR street race here in Chicago. They're going to do the Loop 110. Chicago, Illinois, Michigan Avenue here. We're at Michigan and Jackson. And this is one of the turns coming off of Michigan Avenue.
And Bubba Wallace, the
I'll figure out the turn names by the time this is over.
He is the quickest driver
There.
right now in
Yeah.
the time practice session.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in from Canada and everybody else here. Yeah, let's get these cars around the bend here. See what it looks like here. Right by the bus shelter here. There you can see them rounded. Coming off that turn. There's a helicopter. There they're coming. You're gonna see them round this bend inside here. They're coming. Yeah, let's go down. I think this is a better viewing area. Hey, NASCAR in Chicago, Michigan Avenue. Yeah, isn't this nice? We got this expanded standing room only access, so we can get over here to Michigan Avenue. This helps out a lot. Hey, let's get you coming down. Hey, there's the grandstands here. There's the Goodyear blimp.
A lot of work to be done there. Just
Here they come.
see a replay on NASCAR TV.
Pretty hot today. We got 90 degrees plus. It's a hot day.
Down the hill, from the concrete to the asphalt. Sharp left hand corner. She just got
Yeah, Tokyo Drift.
Into the corner, hit the barrier, continued. And responding up.
Feel that wind? You feel that wind in those cars? The hot wind? Yeah. So hey, we got 106 in the PM here in Chicago, Illinois. Yeah, they're going to do the NASCAR 110 later today. I'm missing all the comments there because I'm trying to scope out my shots here. So here, let's head around here. Let's see what else, other areas we can access. And I want to find a water bottle filling station too. Fill my water bottle so I can stay hydrated. There, we'll head around this river in Chicago. NASCAR here.
They have some time here before Group 2 qualifying goes to the tracks and work on that car. But again, the damage minimum compared to what it would have been if she had made contact with that concrete wall. So again, kudos to NASCAR. And well, obviously able to run on, but at the same time, safe for the drivers as Chase Elliott.
I don't know if someone hit the wall or not. I don't know what they're talking about there, but
Into that corner, and that's where we've been seeing these issues in turn number 4.
hey, it's a hot day in Chicago here. We got 90 degrees plus. They're going to do the NASCAR 110 later today, the Loop 110. And they're going to do the 165 tomorrow. Grant Park 165, I think that's what they call it. Hey, the blimps here. There's a Goodyear blimp. Thanks for tuning in on YouTube. We'll switch to TikTok around 2:30. So I just want to give a contiguous overlay of the course so you can see how large this street race course here is. Grant Park takes over large amounts of the park. See they're heading around there. Sound like someone hit the wall. Yeah, it sound like someone hit the wall. You're right. There, we went by this area. There you can see the cars going by there. Yeah, it's a gorgeous day in the neighborhood here. Bambi T, how you doing? Everybody else, thanks for tuning in here. Yeah. Actually, the clouds help out because it does feel cooler in the clouds. So the whole pit row and the start-finish line's over there. We're inside the course here. Metro station. Wow, that breeze! Feel that breeze there? That feels good. And we got welcome to the Windy City here, Chicago, right here. Yeah, the clouds help out a lot. So we've been streaming for a half an hour here. We'll just check it out. I think they're doing motocross maybe at 1:30, so I'll try to get over to the Hutchinson Field at 1:30, see if they're going to do motocross. Then we might be able to get motocross twice. We might be able to get it on YouTube here, and we might be able to get some motorcycles jumping, doing flips in the air on TikTok as well. Hear those engines revving there? Yeah, they're doing the practice course here. Qualifying for tomorrow, I think. NASCAR street race here in Chicago this whole weekend. I just got a standing room only ticket here. I don't know if we got access over here. How you doing? Is there standing room access over here or just on the corners? I think it's just on the corners, right? Is there standing room only over here? Okay, good. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Thank you. That's good. Thank you. That's good. All along here. That's there's two on the corners. Yeah.
Well, just get right there.
Yeah. That's good. Thank you. That is awesome. Thank you. That's great. That's great that they opened this up. That is great. So here we'll head over here. Hey, got Robinson's ribs here. Got the concessions here. Yeah, look at this. We can get right up to the edge here. There it is. This is what we're doing here. NASCAR street racing. Yeah, look at that. Look at it coming around there. Big stage there.
Carson 15th in time, 131.7 his best lap time. Wallace leads us off
So hey, NASCAR in Chicago here.
Bubba Wallace continues leading overall. These are combined.
Bubba Wallace is leading the qualifying for tomorrow's Grand Park 165. I think that's what's going on here. We'll stick right here. I think it's a good place to see him come around the bend here. Yeah.
Ty Gibbs, nice job for Ty. Up to fourth.
Yeah, we'll just stick right here.
We're talking about him and his prowess. Kid out of Michigan, he's doing okay right now in practice in sixth.
Yeah, this is the back half of the top 10 of practice results for the Grand Park 165.
There you go.
Sixth. Shane Van Gisbergen will lead the field to green later for the NASCAR Xfinity Series is seventh. Chris Buescher eighth. Tyler Reddick was ninth fastest in practice. Rounding out the top 10 fastest in practice for the NASCAR Cup Series. And qualifying as we set the lineup for the Grand Park 165 in just moments.
Hey, NASCAR in Chicago. Thanks for tuning in here. Let's check it out here. So how far can we go? I guess we can go right there. Yeah, thanks everybody for tuning in. Hope everybody's having a good 4th of July weekend. Yeah, I missed the fireworks last night. I just was too exhausted there. You know, I got family in town. They didn't want to go up to Evanston, which I understand. Hey, here comes the wrecker here. What happened? There's the safety team there heading around there. Look at this beautiful view here, Chicago here, Michigan, and Ida B. Wells here. So yeah, let's go over and figure out where they're going to do this motocross, motorcycle jumping. They did it last year. That was a fun thing. We'll try to get some footage on YouTube and TikTok. So hey, yeah, I'll be attempting to stream the race as long as my battery on my second phone holds out. It's not going to start until the actual race, the real race today, the Loop 110 330. And they're just doing qualifying for the Grant Park 165 tomorrow. That's what's going on. The blimps here. We're in Grant Park, Chicago, Illinois. It's 90 degrees plus. It was forecast early in the week. It was supposed to get to 96, but maybe that rain we got yesterday. It was interestingly cooler yesterday than upper 80s. It felt great there. Hope everybody had a good 4th of July, wherever you're tuning in from here. And hey, we got some of that qualifying in there. It was good to see those engines revving around here. So hey, look at that. Yeah, like the paint job here from 2023. That was the first year they did the NASCAR street race here in Chicago. We'll see what happens if it comes back next year. So let's see. I'm going to see how I can access the race course here, and then we'll head over to Hutchinson Field. There is a concert later tonight, and I'll see. Usually by Hutchinson Field, there's a place where I can fill my water bottle. No, my family doesn't want to go to this. No, I have a first cousin with his friend. They're over at Bucket of Blood. They're going over towards Logan Square in Milwaukee. They're going to they like anime shops, and they might go to the alley. We would have did that yesterday, but all that was closed for the 4th of July. So I spent time with them yesterday. That's why I didn't live stream. I spent time with my family yesterday in real time. You know, we hung out all day yesterday. I had these tickets bought 4 months ago, and I told them I would be doing this. So, you know, I was planning on doing this anyway. They don't have tickets to go to NASCAR. They could probably care less about NASCAR. And I don't usually go to NASCAR events myself, but you know, this is something to cover in Chicago. I'm filling up my water bottle here at the water fountain here. Hey, I'll let you listen to this. Rock out with this music here. Okay, good. I got some water. Good. So hey, what time we got here? 1:17. Okay, good. So I'll head straight over to Hutchinson Field here. We'll see if they're going to do motocross at 1:30. We got 1:17. Well, look at this. Look at you can access the inside of this curve here, right on Michigan Avenue. This is part of the street race that's going to happen today and tomorrow. They already were practicing. Michigan down Balboa here. Yeah, they got Michigan Avenue's completely closed. I think Lakeshore Drive's completely closed. There's some hardcore fans here. They got the radio. They can hear what the pit crew hears there. And they're right in front of the screen there. We got plenty of places to watch here so we can tell what's going on. And the race is going on there. Yeah, we'll stay hydrated. I just filled up the water bottle there. That's who's playing tonight, Zach Brown Band. So we listen to Boss Skaggs here. This is a good song. There's the Hilton. Hey, Chicago, Illinois, 90 degrees. It's pretty hot. So yeah, we can get inside this. So this is probably not going to be that crowded over here. So I'll keep this in the back of my mind. Hey, they're playing bags here. Yeah. Now, can I walk across here? Let's see if we can get across or not. Maybe we can't get across here. There's that statue we saw yesterday. It's to the guy that used to conduct the symphony orchestra. This might be an interesting spot here. There's just like a little nook here where you can access the edge of the course. Yeah, look at this. Yeah, there's a little place you can access the course here. Yeah, going around. Okay, good. Well, there's a little nook here you can access the edge of it too. Yeah, I thought we could get out this way too. Yeah. They got us corralled here. We got to head over to this way. But hey, it's nice and shady under the trees here. Yeah, they started doing these street races recently. They've done them in Nashville. They've done them. Formula One did one in Las Vegas. They want to try to do one in San Diego. We don't know if it's going to happen in Chicago next year or not. The city has a chance to pass or renew it. They did a 3-year contract, I guess, and this is the 3rd year. But we went to it last year. The first year I didn't go to it. I just hung on the fence. But we got a standing room only here. No, my family knew I was doing this. I told them I was going to be doing this, and that's why they're out doing what they want to do. And they just they're happy to have a place to crash, not have to pay $500 a night for a hotel here on NASCAR weekend. You can imagine how expensive hotels are this time of the year. Not only 4th of July, this big race, all the other stuff going on. There, 120, we'll head over to Hutchinson Field here, and we'll see if we can catch the motocross there. There, they got portalettes here. Turn 8 reserved. So turn 8 reserved. I guess turn 8 is the one by Ida B. Wells here. Yeah, the first years had rain delays. It was really bad the first year. We got that flooding. Remember that? Yeah. Well, here we'll head right over to Buckingham Fountain, and then we'll head over to Hutchinson Field to see if they're going to do the motocross there. Hey, you can sleep on the couch in the lobby. You're right. Chris knows. How you doing there, Chris? Hope you had a good 4th there. Everybody else, thanks for tuning in there. So I guess what Ernie said that Nick Hoykin and Overtime Seb are going at 9 o'clock tonight. They're going to be by DuSable Harbor, I think. I know there's fireworks at Navy Pier, probably 10:30. They should shoot them off at 10, but they'll probably won't shoot them until 10:30, knowing how they do it there. Nothing will be on time.
Chase Hero, the Epic Motorsports NASCAR Cup Series teams. And Chase Elliott and William Byron having it.
Here, we'll head through here.
Stay tuned for that. Continue to hang out with you. Make sure you stay
Here, we'll show the Buckingham Fountains over here. It's kind of the central square for the whole experience here. Looks like they put the stage. Looks like there's a stage that faces Buckingham Fountain. So I guess they're still using Hutchinson Field. It looks like on the map they are here. That's actually the main start-finish line. So that's what that is. That's not a stage. That's the grandstands by Pit Road. Yeah, we went to Lincoln Park Zoo yesterday there. And we watched the seals a little bit on TikTok. Did anybody see that? Yeah. This is kind of a bottleneck to get over to.
That's one way to do it.
Yeah, because once you get over in that corner, that's why it's less crowded. You get in there and you can't get out. There's only one way to get out. You have to go up this way.
process. I've never seen garages here at this race. Garages are always at like the older races.
I had a map on my phone there, but I think I got to go back all the way to the way I came, so it's going to take me longer than I want to get to Hutchinson Field. There's not a way to get straight over there. Huh. Yeah, they set this up different this year. But we'll see if we can get back across the course here. Ooh, piece of metal laying there, that's not good. It's like a band. Yeah, I hear the engines revving there. We'll get to see pit row again when we head across this bridge. So if you just joined here, we're in NASCAR here in Grant Park. I'm walking way out of my way. I didn't realize I couldn't access straight across. I was probably, if there used to be bridges like last year where you could walk across through the south, and for some reason I didn't see how to get to it. And so I'm all going back the way I came here. But we'll get across there. We'll go by Buckingham Fountain and we'll head over towards Hutchinson Field. We'll see the other side of the course there. Yeah, we're over by the Lincoln statue here in Grant Park. Goodyear blimp. Hey, there's our friends. We already saw those guys. Hey, how you doing? That's good. See you again. That's good. Hey, sounds like they're starting to race again here. Yeah, good. So here we'll hit some more qualifying for the Grant Park 165 tomorrow. They'll do the Loop 110 today. The Chicago NASCAR Grant Park, 90 degrees. We got 125 in the PM here. There, we'll head up the steps, we'll head across here. NASCAR Street Race in Chicago, we're heading across. I like its head. Anti-rain vortex, that's what it is. Look at that. They're racing. So we'll head across Buckingham Fountain. We'll go over to Hutchinson Field here. Probably just about ready to start the motocross there. Hey, we're in one of the little X squares here. This is part of Grant Park. We'll head over to Buckingham Fountain here. NASCAR 110 here. We got 129 in the BM here. We'll eventually switch over to TikTok. Saving the battery on my second phone here. So we're streaming on YouTube here. Thanks for tuning in here to get an overview of the whole course here. Yeah, we'll head to the main licensed media there. That's my competition. I'm unlicensed. That you can access with standing room only, which is nice. So here, let's head right up to the center here. Give you an overview of the main Grand Central part of the NASCAR street course here. Buckingham Fountains, Grant Park, Chicago, Illinois. 90 plus degrees. Feels like summer. It is summer. We got a hot wind blowing through here. Yeah. It was an anti-vortex hat. His hat said anti-vortex. It was some weird rain-catching contraption. It was just a funny hat he was wearing. Probably goes to a lot of NASCAR races with that thing. Here's the Buckingham Fountain here. Yeah, thanks for tuning in here. Chicago, Illinois here. Summertime. Yeah, Jake Melnick. Yeah, we got some bands here. GW Sports. Jose Cuervo. Yeah, let's check this out. Yeah. It's hot. Yeah, get the tequila. Here's the Spheres 360. Scan to learn more of the Spheres 360 here at the NASCAR. There's all the merch tents. Buckingham Fountain here. There's the grandstands there, the main start-finish line. There you got some CW car there. Yeah, beautiful fountain here. Look at the Buckingham Fountain here. It's just, they got it all blocked off. You have to have a ticket to see it. There's all the merch store here. You get all the t-shirts there. Daniel Suarez, Shane Van Gisberg in there. Ross Chantain, William Byram, Alex Bowman, Chase Elliott, Kyle Larson. There's the garbage. Kyle Busch, Bubba Wallace, Tyler Reddick. See, there's the Jumbotron. They're racing. They're doing qualifying right there. There we got Danny Hamlin, Christopher Bell, Ryan Blaney, Joey Logano, Brad Casello Whiskey, Noah Gregson there. There we go. We got everybody. Here's the Buckingham Fountain here. Here's the merchandise tent here. Yeah, here's the Buckingham Fountain. Look at that skyline. Yeah, it's beach temperature. You got it. Here's the media here. You know that guy? Yeah, how you doing? Yeah. Hey, there's the media tent. TNT Sports. Here's the media tent. There's where all the we'll see the announcers there later on today. They're cooling down there. There's Buckingham Fountain, Chicago, Illinois here. Yeah, we'll head through here. How you doing? Hey, you can race the virtual cars here. Burnout Challenge. Hey, there's the official NASCAR logo there with the Buckingham Fountain there. It's looking nice. Skyline of Chicago. Yeah, they're taking pictures. Look at this. Yeah, they're handing out swag. Sign you up. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. Some promotion. Hey, here's some Blue Door Neighborhood Center here. They got the more NASCAR display cars. See if we see these motorcycles jumping over here. We'll try to get to Hutchinson Field here. We'll head across the stairs there. Thanks for watching the live there. Thanks for giving me a thumbs up there. It allows more people to find this content. If you're looking for it there, give me a thumbs up if you like that. Appreciate it. We'll eventually switch to TikTok after 2 o'clock. We'll stream until 2:30. I'll probably switch over to TikTok. Then I can take a break because you got to take breaks. There's the Lakefront Club. Harbor Suites, there's a big concert all over there. We'll head across, we might be able to see a little glimpse of the track when we head across these stairs. We'll check out the concert field where they're going to have the concert later on tonight, the Zach Brown Band. They're going to run the NASCAR Loop 110 today at 3:30 p.m. Chicago time, 2:30 Eastern. We got 1:35, so we got plenty of time. Now I'm just doing a course overlay or overview here. We'll see if they're doing any motocross over here. You already walked a mile just getting to where we're at here. Yeah, the Naked Lady found. We showed it too. I didn't make it. They made it a long time ago. It's funny they would do that. Here we'll head across. We'll try to get a little view when we get across there. There's a handicap platform, but they make you keep moving along, so it's hard to get a good view here. We'll head across here. Get a glimpse of the course there as you head across. Backfired. There we can see over here. Map. So let's check this out. I need to study this. So it makes sense here. So look, we're at the festival field here. We're over here. We were able to get down in this area, but there's only one bridge to get. we can walk down in here. Oops, where's my finger? We can walk down in here. We can walk down in here. We go all the way around here. What's EE? Let's see.
First driver in sub 90-second territory. A minute 20.
That's the Lakefront Club. Okay, good. So here's the course map here for the NASCAR in Chicago, the street race, both today and tomorrow.
Chance to kind of collect himself and go back out and accomplish the mission.
So there's where they do motocross. It doesn't look like they're doing it right now, so. Yeah, let's get over here and let's see what the course looks like over here. Yeah, Grant Park's really big. That's why they can fit this course in here.
Coming into turn number 11, now sets up in the corner, works his way out of it. I think he just used that car up. He was in full swing mode.
Hey, we're at NASCAR in Chicago here. They're doing qualifying here. Qualifying Group 1 here. Hey, it's nice under the shade here. Let's stay under the shade. It's nice. You can see both the turns. So NASCAR in Chicago here if you're just tuning in. Just walking around while they're doing qualifying. tuned in. They're doing qualifying for NASCAR in Chicago here. And so we're over by Columbus, south of Balboa, southern end of the course here. It's a big straightaway. Do not block view.
We'll bring that car back on the pit road here in just a moment. So he'll get that back.
So here we'll give you a view over Hutchinson Field. So last year they had the stage down here. It looks like now they kept the stage where the start finish line is. So they kind of changed it around. They're not using this as much down here. And it's probably because they couldn't fill it up for the concerts. Here's where they're going to do motocross. We're going to probably catch that later. We'll head straight across here. And we'll check out the other side. We still streaming okay? We doing okay? So yeah, they don't... Yeah, let's walk all the way around here. We got time. We got time. Let's check out all the vantage points here. We'll walk all the way around to the other side. Hey, thanks for tuning in here. Chicago Grand Park here. They're doing the NASCAR. And we're just getting some footage here on YouTube. We'll switch to TikTok. I got some water. We'll get rehydrated here. And we'll stay under the trees here because it's hot. We're over 90 degrees. Hey, we're doing good there. Thanks, Jessica. Thanks for the feedback. Thanks for being on and everybody else here. Hope everybody had a good fourth there.
In the Grand Park 165 with the fastest time, and man, that's a very quick run by Shane Van Gisbergen, who's won the pole position now for the second straight year in the NASCAR Xfinity Series. He released the green flag today in the Loop 110.
So good. They already did the qualifying. They got the pole position. So I guess that's it. So I'll tell you what, I'm going to take a break here. Thanks everybody for tuning in. I'll come back on TikTok and we'll once they start the motocross and stuff, I'm going to rest up my energy, get rehydrated, and there's nothing going on until the racing starts anyway here. So thanks everybody for tuning in. Check a little bit on TikTok, and if you can't watch on TikTok, we'll cut out some of the reruns. Maybe we'll post them here even. But I know I got some of my contents on YouTube, some of it's on TikTok, because I have to be on multiple platforms. Because in case one goes down, we can switch platforms. But thanks for tuning in here. We got some overview of the course here. We got some pre-race racing. And hope everybody has a good rest of your fourth there. Oop. See, I'm getting exhausted here. I'm hitting trees here. I got to take a break and keep my energy. Christopher, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for covering Nathan's hot dog eating contest. Check out Christopher's Dotson's content there on YouTube. And yeah, Nathan's hot dog eating contest, always 4th of July fun event there in New York City, Brooklyn, Coney Island. That's great. And I'll go back and look at this map so I can refresh my memory on the course numbers, the curve numbers. I got to remember the curve numbers. These people will ask me what curve I'm at and things like that once we start really racing here. But hey, Chicago, Illinois, stay cool there. Enjoy the rest of your fifth. We'll be on TikTok once this motocross starts. I'm going to get rehydrated, take a break here, use the restrooms, things like that. And then we'll be streaming on TikTok. And the race starts at 3:30 Chicago time. We'll be streaming at least by 2:30 for sure on TikTok. So I'm going to take a half an hour break here. And we'll come back here soon. Thanks a lot. Yeah. Zoom Patrol, good. Yeah, we'll talk to you later. Kenny had a pizza eating contest. Hey, Scott, thanks for tuning in there. Thanks, Scott. Zoom Patrol, Pat. #1 Big Mac there. Thanks for seeing a few. Lambie T. Oh, it's Ginger, yeah. And Chris, thanks for being on. Larry, Chital, everybody else, Pat, Jessica, yeah, Jimmy. We'll see y'all in a little bit here. James. Okay, talk to you later. That's